blue in it. Playing some pretty cool cards today. We've got a Key to the City to try to push through some extra damage. We have one of my personal favorite cards. I thought this card was going to make such a big splash in Modern and Standard and everything. And up until this point, it's been pretty unplayed or lackluster, but like I absolutely love this card. I think it's better than people give it credit for. I think it's a pretty reasonable thing. And we were playing some Fleet Wheel Cruisers today, which I actually think is pretty sweet. And in these higher mana costing decks, might be a reasonable alternative to play Hazoret if you're also wanting to play like Phoenix and things. So I'm pretty interested in seeing how those turn out. We don't have a whole lot of things to crew these Heart of Kiran's, but we only have the 2 hearts in the deck, so hopefully that won't be much of an issue. Like the only things that we have that like really cleanly crew them are these, and then like these 5 cards. But like these 5 cards probably aren't ever crewing; they're just probably doing their own attack. So I do think these 2 cards are going to be a little bit awkward, but overall I kind of like what this deck's doing. I really like Cruiser. I'm super excited to play Claim to Flame, or I don't know why I call it Claim to Fame when it's just Claim and Fame. Claim Fame, I don't know. I don't know how you technically say this card's name. But anyway, I really like this card. I've always wanted this card to be good. I'm hoping it does some sweet stuff today. And I actually think Key to the City is really good right now as well. So I'm actually pretty excited to play this deck. JJ has scared me to death when he's put cards like this in the deck, and then he's got colorless lands. But that's fine. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm willing to be wrong. We do have a lot of colorless cards, so like hopefully the Unknown Shores aren't that much of a holdback. Yeah, so what do we have here? We have a turn 2 Heart of Kiran that may never attack. And a turn 3 Glint. Alright, we'll keep this. We have a removal spell on 2 as well. Playing versus a 1-1 opponent. So they could be playing that Sam Blackie deck. It's going to be real hard for us to beat if they are. What? You have no computer right now? Oh, that sucks, man. Do you not have don't you take a laptop or something when you go out on the locations? Alright, well that's pretty good for us. I guess we're going to use this one. Because it's more mana efficient. That really sucks, man. Well, I thought his hand was really bad, but apparently his hand is not bad at all. Pretty sure I have to kill this. So I guess we're just going to pass again. It's another sideboard for a match like this. 1 Bontu. Oh god, so now they're up to 5 things. I guess we're playing this one so it can potentially block next turn. I think we have to get blockers going pretty quickly because, like, this is the Pride of Conquerors deck, so they can just kill you out of nowhere. Like, if there was a land, servo, and pride for the 3 cards in their hand, they'd be attacking us for like 1,000,000 even this turn. Just realized my stomach is hurting a ton. They don't have any interactive spells in the main deck, though, so, like, this might be all we have to bother with. Like, this Everspear Harvester could potentially be super good here. That card's actually really good here. I'm going to go ahead and Magma Spray this because he can't use a pump spell now. If we untap, he could have like Pride of Conquerors or something to save it. He doesn't have a great attack now. Do we want to land bad enough to pay life? So they have 9 things up there. I think we do. No, well, it looks like we didn't need to. I'm just going to hold up the Vraska's Contempt in theory counter a Pride of Conquerors. And by counter, I mean like maybe not take 1,000,000 damage from it. Oh, they needs a land or a permanent, though. Wish I hadn't paid that 1 life now that we just drew the card, but then again. Hey, Dong, what's up, man? Thank you so much for the 13 bits. Well, we figured out what we're going to use our Vraska's Contempt on now. What gets cards out of our hand the best? I guess just doing this. This is at least 1 additional blocker. We have the 1 Bantu. So Pride of Conquerors doesn't kill us, but like land double Pride would. Pride would be pretty good for him. It would do like 1,000,000 damage to us. Oh wow. That's a good draw. Yeah, I'm just attacking with this one. Let's start doing some chunks of damage here. Maybe he doesn't have the 1 card. Oh, that's game, I think. That's probably game. Yeah, we kind of knew it was when he drew something that had haste for 1 mana. Just gets to do too many things to us now. So we're definitely blocking here and going to 17. So we take 1, 2, 3. So was this 4 things? So 4, 5, 6. We take 18, so we have to block something else. It's better to kill the Vigilance one. Yep, it's the best we can do. Yes, yes, we know you have Pride. That wasn't a hard thing to figure out. I don't think we're lethal in any manner. I think we can only attack for 12, right? So what can we do? We can use you to crew you, and use you to crew you. So 9... Oh wait, that is lethal, isn't it? So 5, 9, 14? Alright. We get to kill somebody with a cruiser. Oh, what a glorious day. What a glorious day. We get to beat somebody with the cruising for a bruising. I literally stood up out of my chair. I'm so entertained that we got to cruise somebody's face off. Wow. That's just so fairly entertained. Hello, Mr. Fox. Alright, so I guess I want everything like this versus him. Destroys a bunch of creatures. I don't think Harsh Scrutiny is really good enough. They emptied her hand too fast and like drawing at mid-game's pretty bad. Ooh, we could kill about 1,000 servos of this, and they bring in like Effort Spear Harvesters and stuff. That's pretty cool. This gives us 2 life. I guess it's reasonable. This has first strike. It's reasonable, but we're probably... And we can like sometimes steal their servos, which was pretty sweet. I don't know about Gontus. Alright, so are we the control deck, or are we still trying to aggro Vilm? I feel like we're trying to out-control Vilm. I think it's really hard to block with this card. I just think that card's super hard to block with. Excuse me. I think I just burped. I don't know if you guys could hear it. What would be in my graveyard at any point? Nothing that I really care about. I still kind of like that card. I don't know what to sideboard. I don't think we need Key to the City. They can't really block our flyers, and that's how we're going to win most of our games anyway. Definitely want all of the removal. Definitely want the flyers. Not exactly sure about like cards like this. Claim lets us block with something kind of early and like buy it back, but I don't know how important that is in this match. I don't know how important that is in this match. Maybe it is important since we're bringing the Bantu and stuff in. Say Beaumont's bad on the draw. Sure. We don't have enough things to take out for all the Beaumonts though. Unless we're going to bring in like more expensive Gontis and stuff, which I guess we could. We could bring Gontis in. Oh. Holy crap. I ran out of sideboarding. Ha! Well, we just didn't sideboard. Oh god, that's terrible. Why? Why am I so bad? Oh my god. Oh, what a tilt. I'm a trash can who did not sideboard. Come on. Those things? Wait, what? That had to be a misclick, right? Like, he's not just attacking me for 2, is he? Is there any way that wasn't a misclick? Or does he just have the worst hand that was ever a hand? I'm Certainly not blocking. Feel like he thought this was a servo. And he's probably casting a servo now. Yeah. That had to be a misclick. That's not the right one. Ooh. Be good, Effort Spear Harvester. We need you now the most. They do sideboard in Thopter Arrest, I think. It's just some more servos. Oh, look. They've got the city's blessing. How fun. I guess I'll attack with you. They don't kill it next turn, we can like play Hazard and attack again or something? We've not drawn any card we'd planned on sideboarding out. Oh, that's disappointing. I really didn't want him to have that one. It was like the one card I didn't want him to have. It wasn't even that bad for us. Or Kindling Phoenix. You have to do something, right? Alright, so let's just assume that next turn he's got the Big Daddy. So if we block this and take the rest, it's 5, 6, 18 damage, and we can only get to 16 with a block. So we've got to block 2 things to be alive? We have to block 2 things to be alive, don't we? I'm casting the Phoenix here because we can put it under the first strike one and still have a Phoenix. I'm not sure how we come back from this board state, though. He's just going to be way too wide. Like, maybe we can win if he doesn't actually have a Pride. If he has a Pride, I'm not really sure what we can do. She's already used one, so... They have no removal in their main deck, and in their sideboard, they typically only have 4 Thopter Arrests. Sometimes they'll have like 4 Thopter Arrests and 1 Cast Out or 1 Binding, but they typically only have the 4 or 5 enchantments in the sideboard, and they don't bring them in versus everything. Yeah, so this was pretty clear attack. That thing has first strike, so I assume he has Pride if he's making this attack. Which is why I'm making this particular block. I'll still be at 1 life even if he has Pride here. We don't have anything to make a comeback from this spot, but we're at 1. It says something. I don't think we're going to make any large comeback this time, though. So, assuming we block this, it can go to 4. And then, like, block one more thing, so we're, like, still just dead by a lot. And let's cycle this and see what we find, I guess. I don't think that does anything here. Gives us a third blocker, but without any energy, a third blocker doesn't even do anything. Alright, we're just dead. Yeah, so let's actually sideboard this game. So these are the cards that I definitely want. These are the cards that I maybe want. And what cards did I not want? Didn't want this thing. I didn't want these things. I think I'm fine with everything else. Maybe I want Gaunties. Not great, but they can like get me something out of their deck, I guess. Just like try to beat a control deck here. What do? You just buy back things 2 or less, and we now have almost no 2 or less spells, so maybe just another attacker's better. It's like about 1,000,000 4-drops, though, right? I think I'm gonna cut these out too. Give us a few more creatures to potentially activate a harvester with. This hand's a keep. It's a pretty good hand, all things considered. Mikey, you'd have to ask JJ. It's his deck, but I'm not. It's a 3-color duel. We won the game we drew it. It's the only game we've won so far, but we won the game we drew it. I think I would trade this for a Suro Expedition if he happened to cast one. I don't think I want to trade it for that. Maybe I was supposed to. Two, 2, and 1 at it. That sucks, man. What'd you play? Brawl Drakes. I don't know anything about Modern, but I'm pretty sure if I played Modern, it would be like I'd probably play like Bloodbraid, Eldrazi, or something. I want to play something aggressive if I was going to play. Interesting. So we can deal 3, gain 3, and then we just take 3 back. That doesn't feel particularly appealing. We just play Hazoret and try to block. That doesn't feel particularly appealing either. Because if he has Thopter Arrest and like he gets Staff or Spare Harvester, we get so thoroughly screwed. I guess we just pass then and try to play defense. And hope, beyond hope, that he doesn't have Fopter arrest. Like, basically did nothing of our turn, though, which feels real bad. Oh, cool. We get to do nothing of this turn, too. Guess we're glad we saved a contempt then? Alright. So player A was at 6 life, player B thought he was at 4. So he played Glorybringer, attacked, and scooped his cards up. I mean, probably technically did, didn't he? Hey, alright, so now we get to cast something. I don't know whatever we cast what it gets to do, but... So if we play this guy, attack, exert on this, he probably cruise and finishes this off, but I think that's better than letting him have 2 cards at a future date. Of course, he could just sack this right now too, which would be bad. Alright, yeah. Changed my mind. Yeah. Exerting on this thing then. Just hoping he doesn't have double pride. Because double pride really gets us. I assumed that if he had 1 pride, there was a high chance that he was just going to sack the Beaumont Courier anyway, so I didn't think there was any reason to attack the Beaumont Courier. It's amusing that he only has 9 cards of the old Stubby. Wouldn't mind drawing a braid. That'd probably definitely put us over here. Yeah, but at that point it's just his word, right? Like, there's no way to recreate that game state. Like, unless his opponent like completely agrees it's just his word versus the other guy's word, there's no way to quote unquote know which of those lands were which and stuff, right? So that just gets into a he said, she said stuff thing. If the one guy actually wanted to press the matter, that, I mean, sounds like if he didn't get a game loss, it sounds like he didn't like really press the matter too much. Right, no, I'm not saying that it wasn't recreatable. I'm just saying if the judge wasn't there to watch it, then it's really just one person's word versus the other person's word. Wonder at what point I'm going to be able to cast this Daredevil fleet, use his Pride of Conquerors, and get Froggy. That's hilarious, dope. Oh, he's bringing that over? Does that mean he's got... Does that mean he's got the big boy himself? If he attacks with both, the most he can do is like 10, right? 10 going back to 15. We play this, crew this, buy back this. We're attacking for a hell of a lot more than 15. Alright, I guess we just take it then. There's no reason to let him prod us here. Yep. We assumed he had that. Like, we don't die to another pride, so... If he has, like, double blocker here, it could be bad. Thopter arrest. Alright, not sure what that does yet. It's an interesting one to take. Wonder if he knew he could take this. There's our unknown shore, friends. Let's target this thing. So yeah, we're attacking for 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we won both games that we drew our shore. Alright, on the boards. So that deck we just beat was the deck I was going to play in the Ilmo CS today, because I really loved it in our earlier weeks testing, and then like off stream last night I went 1-3 and 2-3 with the deck when I thought I was playing reasonably well with reasonable draws, and I was still just losing, so I just didn't even wake up for the Ilmo CS. I was just like, screw that. Read what JJ said. Or Smurf. That was pretty sweet. Hey, tacos. So what happened then, Murph? I'm almost positive player A could have just got a game win there if he wanted. It doesn't sound to me like he was angle shooting if he didn't take the what sounds like a 3-game win to me. Alright, we're definitely keeping this hand. We have an unknown shores. Why would we ever get rid of it? Yeah, that was pretty sweet. It's going pretty well. We keep drawing unknown shores and beating our opponents. It's exactly how we drew it up. Well, it's exactly how JJ drew it up. No! Please don't kill my Daredevil. That was actually the best draw in the deck. Please, please, please don't kill my glint sleeve. I don't know why I just called it a Daredevil. Woohoo! Give us this card. And a little Beaumont? Oh gosh. Don't have an Essence Scatter. Let me have my Reese's and eat them too. Douche. I called my opponent a douche and I'm proud of it. So our hand's not very good in this match. What do you do? Oh, on F6, on F6. On F6. My hand's a lot stronger than I thought it was, because I thought we were playing a different deck. Get got, buddy. Get got, buddy. Yeah. We gotta cast these negates somehow. Stop. Stop bothering us. No! Why won't people let us have our fun? I'm casting the Unknown Shores. I gotta scare him. Get wrecked. We're drawing a lot of lands. Yeah, they're in the sideboard. They're gonna come in this match too, I'd say. Don't have another. Oh, Hostage Taker? Well, that's not that great here. I guess it actually ended up being pretty good, didn't it? Does he have another? Okay. He doesn't have another, so at least we get to exert on that if we choose to. Hope he doesn't. He could hit our Vraska's Contempt and I'll be very sad. Another Unknown Shore. Actually, that is just a colorless land, isn't it? To exert or not to exert? That is the question. Screw exerting. Even if he draws a Vraska's Contempt or something, we get a minimum of 4 damage, so we're drawing Glorybringer to the win. And if he didn't hit a Vraska's Contempt, it's pretty hard for him to deal with both of these. Alright, so he's just dead on board. Nice. He got mana screwed and we got there. Wait a second. That's his Rekilling Fiend. Oh no, now it says owned by Searzest. It was not saying owned by Searzest on it, and I was confused as hell how he'd cast it. I was like, he has no red mana. But the blue stuff was just delayed and it finally popped up. Alright. Nice. We're loving what we're seeing here. Oh gosh. So this has to be good in this match then. They just have so many powerful spells. This has to be good too. So we're playing mid-range. I don't know if I actually want the negates. Yeah, I didn't know how he cast a mana. I was like, wait a minute, it doesn't say my name on it. I'm confused. Gideon, for the sideboard splash for negate. It's like, we're a mostly artifact deck, and this can produce black, red, and blue. It's a tricolor land. You like by force here? What artifact do they have? I'm not sure if I like by force. They don't have a single artifact, do they? Like occasionally one of them will have a treasure map, but it's usually a one of, sometimes a two of. We already have at least one Abrade. Thinking about the Harsh Scrutinies and the Deadeye, though. Like, all of these seem reasonable here as well. I don't think it's a GPG deck. I think it seemed more like the Brad Nelson deck. It had an Essence Scatter and stuff in it. I think it's more like the Brad Nelson blue-red mid-range deck. Alright, well, we got a sideboard kind of fast, actually. I literally don't know what to take out. I think I want all of these cards. We'll take out this. I guess we'll take out these. I'm taking out the Heart of Kirans, actually. They have so much removal that I don't know if they're ever actually going to be active. I kind of like this card more than I think about it. I'm going to take out some of these. One more card. Running out of time. Guess I'm going to take out the Lightning Strike. I'm just going to take out the Hazoret. JK, Lightning Strike. Submit, submit! I have no idea what to sideboard. Happened on my draw match. He was blue black control game 3. He went to Gear Hulk and then went to find commit memory. But somehow it got put on the bottom of his deck during a glimmer. Oh wow, that is kind of awkward. Alright. We're going to keep this hand and we're going to hope we hit some lands. Yes, that is claim the fame. Or claiming fame. I think I'd rather just go ahead and play the Beaumont Courier. I did something in a tournament once, Murph, where I cast a Coco and like set it out on the table, picked my 2 cards, revealed them, put the other cards on the bottom, but when I'd set the cards down to reveal them, I'd set them on the Coco and somehow put the Coco back in my hand. And it was versus a good friend, so I mean, like, I obviously wasn't trying to cheat the guy. I felt horrible. Yeah. Like, he looked at my graveyard and he's like, shouldn't there be a Coco in your graveyard? I was like, oh my god. I'm like, you're right. There should be many Coco in this graveyard. Well, that's the better one to get put in my graveyard, I guess. Are we sure this is a blue-black mid-range deck? Like, he's just not playing any of his cheap spells. JK. Cheap spell online. I guess we're kind of sure of it now. Don't you dare play a Scarab God. Unless we draw an untapped land. Then you can have all the Scarab Gods you want. And by all you want, I mean you can have one. Just one. Since we won't beat 2. Wonder if he's thinking about deadlandsing this. Hey, at some point this card's gonna matter, right? Somewhere over the rainbow? I can't sing. Bonus still has a lot of powerful cards. Alright, we're taking it. You've hurt me. Guess if he's attacking this, he's just playing Scarab and we have to hit our land. You can do it, deck, one time, untap land. That is not an untapped land. Thanks, deck. Appreciate it. This game has now gotten very hard to win when I don't think it would have been very hard to win if we just hit our land. I should have attacked with the Everspear Harvester as well. I kind of tilled F6 and wasn't paying attention. Yeah, that was a play mistake for sure. Actually, maybe it wasn't a play mistake. It might be worth it to actually trade with the Everborn now. They played another land, so I can't risk Moment of Craving, I don't think. That's another non-land. I can't even activate this. There's not 2 things in the graveyard. Alright, well. I guess we'll play this. I don't think it was that bad. Like, we have several hard ways to kill it. I don't think just delaying it a turn is going to help us too much too often. Hey Blitz, what's up? I guess it can delay it 2 turns sometimes, but I'm pretty sure we just run away with this game if we have a 4th land. Also, I think it's probably too late now. I don't know how far from over it is, James. I think at this point it's pretty easy for him to fill up the graveyard and start getting activations of the Scarab every turn. He's got a counterspell at this point too, or he would have just bought back Beaumont. I think. Alright, I'm just wrong. I don't know what's going on then. Land? Still not a land. Alright, we can scoop at this point, I think. I don't know. I guess that's not a scoop. Pretty darn dead, though. And buy back to Beaumont this time either. Does that mean he just has better things to do with his mana? I'm not convinced we're dead. I think we're pretty likely to be dead, but I'm not convinced we're completely dead. If he has a Vraska's Contempt or something, we're obviously dead, but... So we have to block this one or we're like actual dead, right? I don't know, I guess we could block this one and trade him, but then he just buys it back. That's too good. What is in his hand now? He's just gonna like finish. Oh, he's got a Liliana too. Ugh. Alright, well he's tapped out, so... See, next turn he's attacking for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but we can go to 11 life, so we can kill this and this. We can go to more than 11. We go to 13. I think the energy is more important than the point of life right now. If he bricks off several turns, is there a chance that we could do this? It's probably unlikely, but maybe? I mean, he's got a Deadlands that can already kill one of our two things in play. $10 down to 2, potentially gaining some life back next turn. Oh, another Scarab? Yeah, we're just dead then. Not going to beat another Scarab. That sucks. I think we got to a point where we were actually ahead that game. I think we were actually ahead that game until he drew another Scarab. And I don't think we have an out now. Let's look at his deck. I'll find a Fatal Push or something and have a chance. There's only one creature in the graveyard. It's a Beaumont. So, block, gain up to 7, block. So we only take 3 this turn? No, we take more. Alright, so we're dead because of the activations. Oh, we were going to die to the Scarab God activation anyway, with us being at 1 life. Well then. How do we win then? Maybe you're right about this card. We're a little more aggressive. We have 3 Vraska's Contempts and a Dire Fleet Daredevil, so that's kind of like 4 Vraska's Contempts. Alright, I'm willing to get rid of these. Try this again. Hey Gwen, what's up? Alright, this hand's pretty good. Again, we're going to have to find lands at some point, but it's pretty good. Bruising for a cruising's what we're doing tonight. Ooh, that was a good draw. Maybe I should have played the Spire of Industry on turn 1. Maybe I should have played the Spire of Industries. I don't think I could have played the Spire there, though. I want to go ahead and play this turn, because if we just play this, like maybe he's got double Fatal Push or some ridiculousness and we don't get to play all of our spells. If it wasn't for Moment of Craving, I think I might would just consider blocking the Gifted Everborn. But Moment of Craving has me pretty scared. Alright, definitely not blocking then since he didn't play anything pre-combat. That life point swing's pretty annoying though. Oh wow, he doesn't have another land? And we get to draw a card? All things are coming up us. Let's see. He has showed us that he has Essence Scatters in his deck. So, if he has Essence Scatters in his deck, what's the best thing for me to let him counterspell? Feel like, I mean, the answer is Scrapheap Scrounger to that question, but like I feel like I want to play a 4-drop anyway. Kind of just want to play Gonti. It's like so hard for him to beat the Phoenix though. Like he has to have Vraska's Contempts to beat Phoenix. Whereas the Gonti like doesn't even attack through the Gifted Everborn. Like it finds us some kind of value, but it doesn't punish his mana screwed turns, you know? Think I'm gonna Gonti? JJ says Phoenix, Local Dope says Gonti. I feel like I want a Gonti. I'm pretty sure I want a Gonti. I really want to pay 2 life. I'm going to Gonti. I think there's a good chance whichever one I play here gets counterspelled. But I don't think he would have very many Essence Scatters at all. So like if he has an Essence Scatter for the first one, there's a good chance he doesn't have an Essence Scatter for the second one. And I think the Phoenix punishes him being mana screwed pretty decently. He didn't attack that time, which is weird to me. Him not attacking that time just makes me think that he has doesn't have another spell. So we can just play 2 threats now if we want. Or we can play the Phoenix. Like, I just want to play 2 things. This is better versus Essence Scatter. It's like we can literally just get the card back if we want. So I think I would still rather just play this. Wait, I didn't want to pay energy. I want to pay the life. So now he needs a way to double block the Glance. We get to draw an additional card this turn. Or your one Carnage boy. What's gonna win? A fully stocked blue-black control deck ready to tackle any match, or one Conrad? Removal spell would be nice. That's a removal spell, boys and gals, and children of some ages. I say pew pew. I think it's because he stalled on mana and was just afraid I was going to get too big on the board, but it didn't really do anything. I agree with you. It did not seem like a particularly good one. Like how JJ didn't put Chandra in this deck because he knows I'm just going to sideboard him out anyway. That kind of amuses me. I think I would just rather play this. That way, in case we want to, we can sack the Beaumont. The opponent would need some fantastic things from here. I'm not the type of guy that says that opponent's just dead, but he would definitely need some fantastic things. Yeah, like I said, I didn't think it was a particularly good play out or Gwen, but... Ooh! That card's actually good here. I don't think it changes much. So he gains 3, goes to 4, potentially going to 6. I don't think it changes much. Not sacking the Beaumont, I'm just attacking with it. Draw us an extra card, see what we can find. It's time to cast that Unknown Shore. We've not lost a game that we've tapped an unknown shore yet. So, like, clearly we're going to win this one. Because we have an unknown shore. Consign, bounces that, still dies to the board. Okay. We've been gotten. Alright, we're 2-0. I think we've won the 4 games we've drawn unknown shores and not won any games that we haven't. So suck it, haters. All we gotta do is win 1 out of the next 3 rounds to get our $12 back. Ooh. I like how I named it Red Black JJ. Hey, 2-3 ain't bad. I have more hopes than you. Man, we got Rakilling Phoenixes and Glorybringers in our deck. And like Glint Siphoners and Beaumonts. It can't be that bad, right? This hand's just great. We're playing red deck wins. We've even got this thing. Oh, I can't wait till him like kill my Beaumont Courier and me bring it back later in the game and he'll get tilted AF. Ooh, God. This hand really is just like very good to me. It looks very good to me. I sent my buddy Sean this deck list and his only response was odd. I mean, look at these cards. They're all great. Now, maybe don't look at this one. This does make us as big as possible then, since we're not supposed to look at it. Oh God, is this? I wonder if he's Grixis or if he's like red-black. Kind of hoping he's red-black, because if he's red-black, these 2 Eversphere Harvesters are going to be great. That's probably not red-black. That's disappointing. Guess I'm supposed to attack first because he might use his Abrade on the Beaumont or something. And then play our Eversphere Harvester. Alright, fine. 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 Jerk. Better draw our unknown shores soon. I apologize. If you guys were getting weird feedback today, apparently I had my mic cord around around my mic. Oh, hello! The Beaumont Courier of Shame, who is not attacking because our opponent's mana screwed and we want to try to deal as much damage as humanly possible. I'm keeping my energy. This is my energy and he can't have it. And that's why I'm keeping it. Figured it out. And that's why I'm keeping my energy. Please no Whirler Virtuoso. Please? Actually, Whirler Virtuoso is not even that bad. That card's aggravating. Yeah. That card's kind of good. What we got here? That's a Glorybringer. Alright. You get to come back and play. I guess you get to get big. Attack you for about half. Baby. And for Spear Harvester. We're an untapped land away from quote-unquote being lethal. That's not an untapped land. We're just going to get the crap cast out of it. Man, Everspear Harvester is great. Can we just put 4 in every deck we play from now on? Ooh, he didn't have a removal spell there? So that means no matter what he plays, if we draw a land, Glorybringer's going to do Glorybringer things? I guess there's a chance now that he's just dead? No outs? Like, he could have Vraska's Contempt, but we're just going to kill whatever he uses Vraska's Contempt on? Kill you? And kill him. Was that a good Vraska's Contempt? It's secretly not great. No, we just had Glorybringer in our hands, just hanging out, rocking, not caring. And we won a game without drawing Unknown Shores. Glorious. Do, 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 do. Wish I could make this thing bigger. I just want it to be my whole screen. I don't want to look at anything but this flying crocodile. I guess I should probably go sideboard since I've been timing out during sideboarding. I think this guy's good here. This is good versus some of their builds. It's bad versus a lot of their builds. I have no earthly idea which version they're playing. In general, I think this card's pretty good. Guess I'm bringing this in versus most Scarab God decks. What's not great? Kinda don't think the Cruiser's particularly good in this match. I've sideboarded these Hardikurans out every game. I think I'm going to continue just to sideboard them out. Like, every deck's such a heavy removal deck that I feel like it's kind of hard for us to have our 3 power things in play. And like this 3 power thing, this 3 power thing, and this 3 power thing all wants to attack on its own. So, like, this is the only thing, or, like, going up the chain into this are, like, the only things that, like, really, really crew it. It never did, Dumbo, and I always thought it would as well. Apparently, I was just wrong. I think I'm going to take it out. Let's try this. Wait, you took out the Fat Cat? Oh god, I don't think we can keep this hand. I didn't even know we had a Filter Runes in our deck. This is exciting. Where did this come from? Oh my! I didn't even know we had this in our deck. Is it bad that I want to keep this hand just because I have double Cycler? I'm not going to, but like I really, really, really want to. Alright, well this hand is much like the first hand, so we will keep it. Did any of your people play the Ilmo CS today? I know Matt said he was 1-1 and fell asleep. I saw the 2 Scavenging Grounds. For some reason, I just overlooked the fields. Did not notice them at all. Oh, rude. Rude ass. Trying to hide this unknown shores for him. He's not allowed to see our boat. Oh, he's mana screwed again. I hear that's good for us. Cast the unknown shores, because if he does anything other than magma spray this, we can buy it back. He still doesn't have a land. That's good for us. Alright, I'm going to play the Gonti pre-combat just in case he kills our dude. Don't you dare scatter this. Woohoo! If we get the Scarab God and they kill it, they just get it back, so I guess I'm going to take the Contempt. I don't want to give them a chance to get their Scarab God back. I know. Things are being cast. No, I guess they don't matter then. Get got, pal. Just realized our opponent apparently kept a 2-land draw and didn't have anything to do on 3. Does anybody else think that just seems awkward? This had nothing to do with 3 mana? What in the hell's in his hand? Is it just like a bunch of Vraska's Contempts and stuff? $2,028. We got a lot of land considering we mulliganed. We got double Contempt. Which does not feel bad. JK. When you draw the 3rd Contempt, are you allowed just to play the Daredevil? Like when I draw the 3rd Contempt, am I allowed to just play the Daredevil to crew a Harvester? I'm not sure. Like maybe we're allowed to? Sweet, he didn't find a magma spray. That's step 1. Get value or don't cast it at all. We have so many removal spells though. Oh, we can use it. We can use it on the Supreme Will now though. Hot damn. Give us the Supreme Will, buddy. This is our Supreme Will. You probably should have used that differently. And I should have tapped my mana differently. I should have Fatal Push for 3, but that ain't the life we're currently living. Like I should have left a Dragon Skull Summon untapped so we could use this Fatal Push Reno. If that one point of damage matters, like I'll tip my hat to the old dude, but I don't think that damage is gonna matter at all. We got to kill Scrap Heap Scrounger twice. Twice, and it was good both times. How good is that? I guess we'll tap this one. We eat Gonti. Alright, well, we're 3-0. What did we beat round 1? I forget. I do not remember what we beat round 1. For some reason, I feel like it was just another Grixis deck of some kind. No, it was Sam Black tokens. Alright. Worst case scenario, we have acquired our pity chest. Yeah, it was the Sam Black Andrew Beckstrom token deck. Yeah. That was a pretty hard match. Game 3, he had just a miserable draw though. How could I forget that we got the Direfleet Daredevil, his Pride of the Conquerors, to kill him. How can I forget that? Hey, Doretti Spaghetti. What's up? Spaghetti? Spaghetti. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, well, we'll play first. This draw is considerably different than every other draw that we've won with so far. I don't think I want to keep it. I really just feel like we're an aggressive deck. I don't think this is aggressive enough. I think this hand's actually much better, even though it looks much weaker. I feel like this hand gives us a better chance to actually win. That being said, I don't think this hand's very good. Lands on top, please. It's an Unknown Shores. If I put it on top, I can't attack with the Beaumont. I still think I just need random lands. Because at worst case scenario, we have like a Hazoret and a Prayer. And Hazorets and Prayers can like actually win matches. So even though like this land's obviously not the land that we want, feels like it's good enough. Another random blue-black deck. Oh, not a random blue-black deck. Maybe he's playing the Daniel Fortner deck. Or Fortner? I can't pronounce things. It could just be like some kind of Esper Gifts deck too. Who knows? It's more likely an Esper. It's more likely. I said Esper Gifts, but I meant Esper Approach. He's much more likely just to be an Esper Approach deck now. Or maybe an Esper Drakehaven deck. Whatever it is, he's already got rid of a cast out, and he doesn't appear to be playing a land this turn. Never mind, he had a land. That's disappointing. Alright, so if we play this, it's just never attacking. If we play this, it's probably never attacking. We could Field of Ruin his black land, get a red land, and play the Glint Siphoner, and that would give us enough mana to potentially play the Rekindling Phoenix on the following turn. That's probably worth it. It does give him a 3 cycle this turn, though, doesn't it? I don't know if giving him a cycle is good. I feel like we need to fix our mana, though. I don't know if this was the best play, but it's the only way that I can guarantee that we can play Phoenix next turn. Well, I can't even guarantee it because, wow, he's got more colors than we thought. I don't know what we're playing versus New Perspectives then, right? Now that I see the green mana, it's just New Perspectives and we're in a lot of trouble. Does that seem to be where we're at? Well, I messed up. I should have played the Rekindling Phoenix just in case he had Settled the Wreckage. That was a terrible play by me. If we don't get to play this Phoenix now, we're going to feel really miserable. Of course, I don't think he would settle this turn anyway. He would rather wait till we get more threats on the table. Yep, he's definitely New Perspectives. So we're going to get to bring in the 4 negates versus him. What else do we have? The Deadeye Tracker, I guess? Can we afford to play around Settle? Not actually sure we can afford to play around Settle. Don't I have enough win cons that maybe now doesn't work? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm just not going to play around Settle. I feel like we're pretty close to losing this game, so I feel like I just want to attack with everything we have. But maybe he doesn't have it, who knows. Like, the deck does have some amount of fail, right? They could just have Fumigate, too. Fumigate would be pretty good here. Alright, I guess we can press F6 then. I don't actually know how this combo works, so like I don't know when I'm supposed to concede and when I'm not supposed to concede. So like I have the general gist of what they do, but like I don't know how it goes infinite or like wins in a turn or whatever. Hey, Peeps Champ and the Ready Spaghetti, thank you guys for the follows. That can definitely fizzle some, like, it's not very likely to, but like, it can. You can just draw like a bunch of gifts and a bunch of New Perspectives and like that black card, if you don't draw the Viziers, like, you can definitely like brick off. You're not likely to brick off, I'm just saying you can. Kill their clock? Oh. They've got 22 minutes left. I don't think this is a slow enough match that killing their clock's gonna help too much. We can attack for 15 next turn though. So they hit all 3 Viziers. I think I'm just dead then. They've hit 3 Viziers. Oh, they hit all 4 Viziers in like their top 40. Pretty sure you just can't win when they have the Viziers like that. Still going to just not press F6 though, so we can look at it. At this point, they can definitely draw their entire deck. There's no way they can't draw their entire deck at this point. Yeah. That's guaranteed their entire deck. So it's a safe concession now, I think. Still, just pressing F6 though. Maybe they mess up and like do bad math or whatever and mill themselves. Again, that's not very likely, I'm just saying. There's nothing to make him show. He just played the black spell. He can literally draw his entire deck. Maybe he's cute and doesn't have the approach in his main deck. Maybe he's just hoping people will concede or something. I don't think he can screw up at this point, James. All he has to do is like draw his deck, play approach, let me untap, play approach again. Like, you can't even mess that up. And like, he can probably do better than that. He can probably cast both approaches this turn. Like, I'm pretty confident he can cast both approaches this turn. Oh, we're just dead anyway. That's a neat way to win. I never thought about that. Well, he just is pretty sweet. Alright, so what do we want versus him? Maybe Gonti's. Definitely want the negates. I think we want the Deadeye Tracker. Don't know what they have that we could want for this. What don't we want? I don't know what they really sideboard into either. I'm just going to take out all the removal spells. No, wait. We have too many removal spells to take out. Does anybody have any idea what they sideboard into? I have a New Horizons deck around here somewhere. Where are you at? Here we go. There's some Locust Gods in this sideboard and some Drake Havens. Alright, so back to this. I think Gonti's pretty bad, but I don't think Gonti's very good, but is our removal spells any good? That seems better than... I don't think it's very good, but I think it's better than removal spells. This thing attacks. I guess that's better than a removal spell too. Maybe we can buy something back of theirs that matters. Keep Key to the City? I find it hard to believe the game's going to go long enough that Key to the City matters, but like it's not completely dead. I guess Lightning Strike can go to the face. Alright, we'll keep it. Maybe we'll find blue mana in time. Either way, I still think this hand's a keep. Like, I think this will be better in a 5-card, or sorry, 6-card hand, which is what we have if we mulligan. Maybe they don't have another land? No, they do. There's our key to the city. Right on time. If there was ever an unknown shores, now would be the time to draw it. Yes. Unfortunate. If there was ever an unknown shores, now's the time. Here. Good enough. Guess we're drawing an extra card here then? Go, speed glint softener. We got to find more negates. Our clock's so slow that I don't know how much this stuff matters. Yeah, it's just the fact that he can get a second one so easy, and it's so hard for us to get a second one, or a second negate. I guess we've drawn the same amount of cards so far, but... He's still above 20, he's in no danger. I don't want him to play a new perspectives next turn. You go away, Duretti. You shush. Nice. Great. That was actually really bad, because I'm not going to draw a card, am I? Actually, I probably am still just drawing a card. Was that a good draw? I feel like that card's going to be good for us at some point. Oh, I messed up. Why didn't I play the Scrap Heap Scrounger? Oh god, I'm so stupid. Why didn't I play the Scrap Heap Scrounger, guys? So I potentially missed 3 points of damage this turn, or maybe I gain 2 depending on whether he has settle or not. Whatever he's doing, I've already pressed F6. I guess we're not using Key to the City this turn. Scavenging Grounds gives us too many options. Potentially missed 3 points of damage though. I guess I would use it if he makes us use the negate. I wasn't going to have 3 mana untapped, so I didn't want him to see it. I didn't want him to play around it. Oh, you didn't have a land this turn either. That's interesting. Yes. Guess I'm just casting... Guess I'm just casting this one? I guess I'm just playing into Settle, too. I don't think I care if he has Settle. I like how I've pressed F6. It helps bluff settle, or it helps bluff not having a negate. Yeah, I don't too much care that he had Settle. We still have Negate, which is the one card that matters, and we get to put an 8th point of power on the table next turn. Like it's still just a 3-turn clock. This Key to the City was low-key great, wasn't it? It was just low-key great. We're to the point in the game where he could just, like, potentially just draw Approach and kill us. Okay, don't care about that. I know I just said low-key great, but I don't even remember what I said at this point. He's 30 cards deep and he's not drawn the important card yet. That kind of feels good. Oh, that feels good too. If we don't negate something, you'll write. We've not drawn Unknown Shores, man. I don't know why you're thinking we're going to negate something when there's undrawn shores that are undrawn in our deck. Ooh. Ooh. That's magic cards. We have no creatures in our graveyards. I think we have to play around Settle. I'm pretty sure we still just have to play around Settle, don't we? I don't have a second. Ripped. That makes things a lot harder. That just made things considerably harder. I wonder if it was better to play the Fleet Wheel Cruiser and attack with like the Phoenix and the Fleet Wheel Cruiser and leave the Glorybringer back. Is it not cycling or doing anything? What? Because he's playing a New Perspectives combo deck, and if we don't have a counterspell for the New Perspectives, we just down on. We're just like the game's just over if we don't. Like if he resolves New Perspectives, we're just gonna lose. Whereas if he resolves Settle, we still have a chance. He's only 2 cards ahead of us. Like, we've drawn a lot of cards this game as well. Please don't have a 3rd Settle. How Dream Crush would he be if he had a 3rd Settle? It's a lot of damage. If we do that, we can't discard to draw a card with the Key to the City, and I'm not sure the grounds matters. If he gets New Perspectives, he can just draw enough cards to where he has like double of the black spell and play. They're instant, ain't they? I think they're instant. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. So we could draw a lot of cards here to give us a lethal attack. Yeah, keep in mind that they are fogs and stuff in his type of deck. There's our Unknown Shores. There's the 2nd Scavenging Grounds. I think we're going to just play it. Fortunately, we couldn't attack for lethal here. We didn't have enough cards. Which means that we can't force a Haze of Pollen or anything from him either. Oh, he did have a Haze of Pollen too. Means he probably has more than one. Oh yeah. Hello, 39 peoples. I have a Twitter and stuff. I counterspell you. Like, in theory, you can attack next turn for the win? Another negate would be nice. It's just a Beaumont Courier, though. That's a Glorybringer. Decision tree time. I know I want to attack for lethal here, but I want to leave up as much stuff as possible. So we need 6 mana to leave up both Scavenging Grounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 mana to leave up a Beaumont Courier activation. 2 mana to leave up another negate. probably courier attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That covers the 2 scavenging grounds. That covers 1 activation. And that covers 1 negate. So we have 1 extra mana. So I'm pretty sure we just played the, I think we played a Beaumont. I think we attack with this one. Because we'd rather have the Scrap Heap Scrounger in case he's got yet another settle. But the problem is, this doesn't play around Cast Out or Hard Cast Renewed Fates, but he's only got he's got 2 Cast Out still in the deck, in theory. Don't know what he's doing now. Guess he's just looking for the right card. Haze of Pollen. Do we look for a negate? It's like 1 less card. Maybe we don't look for a negate. I think we just let him have the Haze of Pollen. Because if we negate the Haze of Pollen, he could just have another Haze of Pollen. And we have the same attack next turn with the Scavenging Grounds. And if one of these has a Lightning Strike or something under it, in theory it could win even. And we did sideboard the 1 Lightning Strike in. What's the card, the green or the black card they use? Shadow from the Grave or something? Yeah, Shadow of the Grave. Are you an instant or a sorcery? I don't remember. Okay, you're an instant. I thought you were an instant. How many Viziers in his grave? He's got 2 now. If we stack triggers, we can't use double Scavenging Grounds. So he's just trying to hardcast Approach then. Hardcasting Approach puts him at 10. We're pretty likely to deal more than 10, ain't we? We deal 8 with just these. I think we're pretty likely to deal more than 10. Oh, it's a New Perspectives? Alright, well, we don't have options then if it's a New Perspectives. We have to just go with our thing. We did it! We won a game! Unknown Shores! They only drew 6 more cards than us, which is amazing. That still left both Scavenging Ground activations up? Whew. You don't know how badly I want to 5-0 this deck just so it gets posted. Ooh, boy, that was going to do some damage. Do we want to change anything? You saw it here first, Reddit. I don't think I want to change anything. We just gotta draw that negate and set on it the whole game again. Slow and steady wins some of the races. Oh god, wait! Did I not sideboard that out? I can't believe I put that in my deck. This hand is atrocious. But we have a negate. I want a mulligan so bad. I want to mulligan this hand so bad. The lightning strikes are already kind of like a mulligan. We've only got like 4 creatures that make the heart attack. Him mulliganing makes me want to mulligan myself more because it makes me feel like I have a better chance if I get an aggressive draw. Like, if he gets his good draws, if we just tap out for Hazoret and Glorybringer, we can just die those turns, right? Trying to decide now whether it's actually right to mulligan or if I'm just super biased against this card. Yeah, but with the hand that we've currently have, we're going to be tapping out and tapping out on 4 and tapping out on 5 if everything goes well. And if everything doesn't go well, we're going to be tapping out on like turns 6, 7, and 8 or something ridiculous. It should be. Yeah, the deck commands are up to date. I'm double checking the Steam Decker one right now, but I'm pretty sure it's up to date too. Yeah, they're up to date. I've wasted 2 minutes on this mulligan decision, though, in a game that might last a while. My gut says mulligan. I'm mulliganing. I'm actually pretty happy I mulliganed. I think this hand's a lot better than the other hand. Like, I think this hand is a lot better than that other hand. Obviously, we still have to hit lands, but we have the scry now, and like the scry goes a long way. Ooh, piece of candy. This puts 1 less point of damage on the board, but it starts getting the Beaumont beefed up, and it might help us find a land if he gets the cycling stuff going well. I'm pretty darn pleased with our mulligan, by the way. Obviously, we can still just die to his combo on 6 pretty easily, but like maybe we'll draw a land in the gate or something. Well, we could just be dead next turn because we never did get to land, but again, that's part of the downside to things like this. If we draw an untapped land, we probably still win. Unfortunately, if he just taps all his mana right now, we're probably dead on board. Again, he can fizzle some, but it's not likely for him to fizzle. We didn't draw the land anyway, so... I guess we're just dead. He pressed F6. That's hilarious. That land doesn't do us any good. His hand's really bad. He's going to have to cast a second New Perspectives? If he bricks off one more turn, we've got a chance. He just does an infinite combo and he wins with either this card or approach. Like, both of them do a whole lot of work. I think if we draw an untapped land, we win this game, and if we don't, we don't. That is my assumption right now. We did not draw it. Well, that's disappointing that we didn't draw it. Did he not play his planes? Why didn't he play this? No, we just never found lands. Playing a 25 land deck though, so I think their keep was good. That was a great draw for them. It was roughly the best draw they could get. Probably am actually crafting Beaumont this turn, or cracking Beaumont this turn, probably. And so good, but... Well, we almost got there. We found the land. The land just doesn't do anything. Alright. If he bricks off one turn, we have a chance. Unfortunately, he's got a second New Perspective, so it's really hard for him to brick off. It's like almost impossible for him to brick off now. But it's not completely impossible. It's just really, I mean, like the 3 Viziers could be like in like the bottom 10 cards of his deck or whatever. I don't think the Deadeye, exploring with the Deadeye, I don't think does much because his graveyards are relevant and like that doesn't guarantee us a land. We just don't win if we don't get a land. I don't feel like keeping up with his hand, so I'm just going to close it. Yeah, but if all of his Viziers are in the bottom of his deck, we have some percentage of a chance. I wouldn't say very high, but like I said, some percentage. I mean, if he misses on Vizier, we just win. We just win if he doesn't have Vizier. Alright, well, he had Vizier, so we probably do not win now. It's not a chance. We just win if he didn't have that one. Get another cycler to go with it. Alright, we just lose now. I feel like we had a really good chance to win this game. But it's okay. Quelled by New Perspectives. He had a pretty bad draw and easily beat us. Yep, that's just game. I wonder if we could have held the mana up and tried to play around Shadow. That's something else we could have considered. Just to like get a second Vizier out of his deck. 0. He's got 7 minutes. There's 0 chance that he times out. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say 0 like a meteor could hit his house or whatever, but you always have the meteor out. And his other two Viziers still could be just at the bottom, right? He's not going very deep. Gives him a second mana. Problem is we need multiple attacks now, and he's probably sideboarded in like negates and stuff. Yeah. He's just willing to pass the turn here. Well, I guess he's going to go a little bit more. I don't know if we can beat this card next turn. I guess if all the shadows and all the Viziers are near the bottom. I don't think he can actually brick at this point, local. I don't think he's got 13 cards in his hand, and I don't think there's 13 cards in his deck that doesn't cycle. So I don't think it's actually possible for him to brick. I think he's guaranteed to finish this up. He might not be able to do the approach stuff this turn, but I believe he's guaranteed to untap and beat us with Faith next turn. And we need a minimum of 3 more attacks to beat him. So I don't think we have an out. Unless he sideboarded like extremely awkwardly or something. Wow, you whiffed on that? And it was a mastermind deck? Yeah, there's the second Vizier. Alright, it's over now. He had the Viziers, that's all 4 of them. Yeah, we're just dead now. Yeah, but he's got like two perspectives, two like 3 gifts, 2 settles, maybe like 2 negates, maybe 3 negates, maybe 1 or 2 more basic lands, but like he's got 13 cards in his hand. There's just nothing I can think of. I'm not sure there's 13 cards in the deck, including sideboard, that I completely brick off from there. Again, I'm not playing, the build I have is not his build, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. In the build I have, there's only 27 cards in the entire deck. That includes sideboard. And he had like 13 in his hand, and we can like see 3 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Already had one of these in his graveyard, so that was 9. So he'd saw 9 cards. Alright, well, we got beat. Felt pretty good about that game. I think if we had a negate, we had a chance. We probably would have won that game if we had 1 negate, or 2 mana for the negate. Well, I shouldn't say 2 mana because we did have 2 mana, but if the Unknown Shores actually produce blue mana, I think we win that game. Oh, did he say something to me? I wasn't paying attention. Did he type GG or something? I literally wasn't looking at the screen. I have no idea if he said anything. Now I feel bad. Somebody said I should have said GG and I didn't. I will do it like this then. There you go, GG said. Yeah, we'll play first. And we have another 1 land hand. Another 1 land hand. with multiple 4s and 5s, I'm going to mulligan it. Alright, I guess we'll keep this hand, even though it's not functional. I don't think exploring would have done anything. He still just untapped and killed us, so exploring wouldn't have done anything, would it? Well, I mean, we didn't get another turn, so the explorer wouldn't have did anything at all. Even if we hit the lands, we would have been tapped out. And now the Fun Police gets to beat us. We started off so good in this tournament. This isn't fun. We'll go ahead and kill this now. That way he can't use a removal spell or something in response. I think we're barely ahead on the clock. Or, sorry, barely ahead on damage. And, like, he's obviously going to be adding more to the board than we are. We could draw a Hazoret right now. That's not a Hazoret. That's 4 lands we're ahead? The vehicles have done pretty good. We've had mana problems these last 2 games, so... well, we dead, fam. Don't think we have an out here. He's got a removal spell, we're pretty obviously dead. He's got basically anything, we're dead. Burn spell, any haste creature, all of that stuff kills us. Like, all 4 of these need to be lands, and none of them can be Sunscourged Desert. And then we still may not even win. Yeah. Is it a Rampage version? I don't think the Rampage version is especially good. I guess you're okay, maybe? I'm not sure. What's not good here? As usual, I'm taking these artifacts out about every game. Everything else seems kind of fine. I don't think I'll... Maybe... Harshin? I just don't know about Harsh. We're an aggro deck. Taking a turn off to play Harsh seems really weird. I only want Harsh when they have like really big powerful spells. I don't want to like Harsh an Earthshaker or like a Cropper. Kinda want to take the Fleetwheel Cruisers out. But like they do attack for 5, but I'm pretty terrified of Abrades. And this is one of my favorite cards in the deck, so taking it out feels real weird. Guess since we have Unlicensed Disintegration, it's better to take out a Glint. Not a big fan of these Harsh Scrutinies, but I'll try them since JJ said to. Alright, we'll keep. I think potentially, but if they're the Invigorated Rampage version, I wouldn't expect them to have a whole lot of Glory Bringers or Phoenixes even in the deck. Could have been worse. Got a pretty decent opening draw. Like how we've attacked once, or they've attacked once, we've attacked twice, yet they've still done more damage than us. Because their deck's just more efficient at this attacky stuff. That was stupid. I should have left the red man open, but and at least bluffed a spell. I mean, we don't have it anyway, but would have still been better to. So what's the best draw for us now? Maybe a magma spray? Well, I guess we have to kill this or we can't even attack. I wonder if it's ever worth sacking this. I don't really feel like it is. Three random cards or one Dire Fleet. What is better? I feel like the Dire Fleet's better. Let's gamble. Alright. Big money? Rip. Well, we got a land off the top of our deck. I guess our harsh scrutiny did something. We did it, fam. It's a different land. That's just weird. Not sure why opponent just made the play he made. That's pretty good. It's not ahead in any type of race, though. Oh, one of these cards is real bad here. I think we have enough wins in our deck that it's worth doing this. So we have 2 wins in our deck. That's not one of them, and that card's actually not even good here. Tons of things kill us. If he's attacking, we're just dead, right? So Invigorated Rampage kills us, every burn spell kills us, Chandra kills us. What happens if we block? So if we block, we take 2. He plays the land we know of and gets back a 4/4 and we can't attack back unless we draw a removal spell? Alright, I guess we just block. Oh, never mind. He just drew a removal spell. Well, I thought we'd taken control of that game. Oh well. Could have lost the game when I didn't Beaumont it on the end of his turn. Who knows? Not sure. What do we get for our amazingness? We got a bribery. I don't think briberies are worth anything. So we went 3 and 2. I think we could have easily been 4 and 1. Wasn't a fan of this card the whole day, JJ. Like, it didn't feel like it was particularly good. Just so few things that actually crew Heart of Kiran in this deck. Everspirit Harvester was great. This card was just great. 3 plus 2 equal 5. 3-0 into the 3-2 dream. Hey, it's better than I did off stream last night when I was testing. But, I don't know. Fleetwheel Cruiser did some cool things. Like, they were kind of fun. We beat the control decks fairly easily, didn't we? I guess 2 of them kind of stalled on lands quite a bit, but overall, the control decks felt pretty good for us. Didn't hate versus playing versus them. Looking around to see who we can host, and I'm finding nobody. Jeff Hoogland's playing Modern, but you know me, I don't really like hosting a Modern viewer. I'm going to host a local acquaintance that's apparently playing some aggro brews that probably has no idea that I even stream. No Doom too expensive. I wonder if we could just... I wonder if to come into play tap lands is just too bad to, like, put, like, you know, Spire Bluffs or something in the deck. I'm not sure. Anyway, I appreciate it. Thanks for the deck list, JJ. We had a lot of fun tonight. We got to make a lot of really Doretti's Mom Spaghetti. I typically only play 1 per stream because I hate Magic. I just hate it. Actually, I love Magic, but I do typically only play 1 per stream because I am kind of a coverage junkie, and I pretty much watch coverage nonstop. Occasionally, I'll be in a good mood and I'll play 2, but it's typically just 1 per stream. However, if you like listening to me be a babbling idiot, there is a link to my YouTube down below, and there's actual hundreds of streams on it. Yeah, I'm not a very good streamer. But anyway, thank you guys all for the new follows. Thank you, JJ, for the deck. And go watch my friend, who probably has, well, not my friend, I'll say acquaintance. I've already watched MOCS. I finished it up before I started the stream. My friend probably doesn't even know I stream, and he's playing random aggro brews, and he is basically typically what you would find in my general area. Apologize if you guys heard some weird sounds. Yeah, the MLCS seemed awkward to me, but like I always struggle to like decide whether I think an opponent's making, or sorry, like when I'm watching a stream, I have a hard time realizing, or I have a hard time figuring out whether I agree with what a player did objectively, or if like I think it was a mistake just because I can see both hands. You know what I mean? I have to go watch the SCG today. I've not watched it. It's probably what I'm going to do for the most of my night. My Cavs lost, so that sucked. But yeah. Take care, everybody.
if we're laying in motos.